Hello, it's Thursday. I'm going to make a Moscow Mule because I have all this stuff. And we haven't done a ginger drink in a bit. And I have the cool little copper mugs. So that's what we're going to do today. Moscow Mule, I want to say it was about 5 years ago. It just exploded. Everybody wanted them. It was everyone's favorite thing to drink. And I think the main reason is because it comes in a pretty glass. One of the best parts about a great cocktail is if it has its own glass, like a martini. You like a martini because of the glass it comes in, admit it. You like, margaritas because they have cool cactuses on the bottom or things like that. So it's all about the glass sometimes because this drink is so easy. It's like super, super simple, which also makes it easy for you to make at home. So if you have, this is all you need, vodka. I have Tito's. Tito's is my favorite. It's smooth, really smooth, good vodka. Ginger beer. You can don't use ginger ale, use ginger beer. Spicy. Ginger ale is too light. And then I have simple syrup because I add it to this. It's not required. You can add it. And lime. That's all you need for a Moscow Mule. Moscow because of the vodka. So let's make one. I'm going to make 2 different ones, and then I'm going to talk about a couple variations you can do on a mule, because anything with vodka you can always use a flavored vodka on, and that means a lot of different interesting little ways you can make this kind of fun or unique for your own little situation or whatever you like. And then I'll go to our weird booze. So, Moscow Mule, start with a copper mug. Why copper? Because it makes it super, 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 super cold. People do think that alcohol in this oxidizes the metal and then it has a different flavor, which I believe that. I do. It tastes different in these. But really the reason I think is that it's incredibly cold. It, takes on the temperature of the ice. And then your hand gets to hold it with a little cool handle so you don't warm up your glass, so nothing melts as fast. So it's the ideal summer drink, right? And we're almost to summer, right? It's like 2 months away. So we are going to do some mules because it's finally warm here too, so I'm ready. We're grilling. It's time for a mule, so that's that. All right, so you fill them to the brim. Alcohol first, always, always, always. So we're going to do our vodka. I'm going to do a classic mule, so just vodka. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do pretty strong on these because ginger beer totally takes over and lime. So you're not going to taste, and vodka doesn't have a real flavor. So if you want a little more effect, just do a strong shot. If you don't, just do a little regular shot. You could do a half shot. It kind of all tastes the same because the ginger beer is so strong. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3, and that one. So we are ready for our simple syrup. I'm going to do a spoonful in each. I just think it makes it taste a little smoother. It's really not necessary at all because it's a flavorful drink. It's yummy, so don't worry about it if you don't want to do extra sugar. And I think we've talked about diet stuff with these. This isn't too bad. Ginger beer, I think, has a lot of sugar. Let's see if it even says it. 40 carbs. All of them are sugar. So if you find diet ginger beer, go with that. It's probably pretty good. We are good with this. I like to squeeze the lime in before the ginger beer, but you can do it after. It's whenever. I'm going to take half a lime and squeeze it. Did I bring my... I did. If you want to use these guys too, like a good solid, that actually tastes really good. Same thing, lime juice. And if your limes are really dry, like I think this one's actually not Yeah, that's not killing it. So what I'm going to do is use the squeezy because my limes are dry. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The lime is really what makes this drink. It actually changes all the flavors, so do not skip the lime. So in one of them, we're going to do just the classic ginger. It says ginger beer. It's not beer, just in case you were wondering. There's no alcohol. It's just like root beer. So you just fill it, and you are done with an extremely popular drink. And then you put a lime garnish, right? So there's the Moscow Mule. Tasty business. I really do like this brand. The Cock and Bull one, it is really good. Like, if you're not sure what brand to buy, this is fantastically spicy, and it's kind of rich. I really like it. So this one says the extra ginger soft drink. So yeah, if you can find these, I recommend. There's a ton of brands out there, so get whatever you like. And then the next one, so for a variation, I made a couple different ones a few years ago that were fun. I figured I could try, because I have the palm, I could do pomegranate mule, palm mule. This, what about that? Strawberry syrup. You could make a strawberry mule. Now with the syrup like that, it's just like simple syrup. You could pour it in, but you'd want to kind of shake it up or stir it. If you have one of these come in bar kits. This is a stirrer, and you just stick it in the bottom and stir. That actually would be good with like the strawberry one. Cranberry juice, a cranberry mule. Always a good idea. Kind of more in the fall. It's actually pretty tasty. And I was thinking with like a cran mule, or I also have apple mule. And you put like a cinnamon stick with it. That could be super tasty. I did an apple pie mule a couple years ago. And because the ginger beer is so strong, I think I used apple vodka, but I was thinking I could do vanilla vodka. And then you do your squeeze of lime, ginger beer, and apple juice, or apple cider. Get cider. That would taste like an apple pie, and you would love it. So if you want to experiment with that one, I say yes. And then, pretty much any juice. So you'd still always add the ginger beer. Otherwise, it's not a mule. You definitely need that, and the vodka and the lime. And then mix in different flavors or use different flavored vodkas, and you can have all kinds of fun with it. I'm going to try the strawberry syrup because I want to see if it's crazy or not, because the juices I've tried, those are fine. But this looks weird, so I'm going to try it. So I just did a little, it's probably a tablespoon that I put in there. Top with the ginger beer. You can also smash up fresh fruit if you have like blueberries or strawberries or something and throw them in this. Fruit is good with these. So I'm going to stir it. I think my friend Robin asked about stirring if you can't shake. Get one of these, Robin. You will use it for everything, and it's perfect for, I know the kind of drinks you drink, lady, and you would love this. If you don't have one, I'm pretty sure you have one. So yeah, now it's a pink. It's a really pretty color. Let me show you. I can't tip it much, so can you see that? It's like a beautiful pink. That's really good. Okay, so if you have fruit syrups, put them in your mule. That is fantastic. It makes it really sweet, so you don't need the extra simple syrup, really. And it tastes like strawberry, like fake candy strawberry. So if you like that, which I do, then I say put that in your mule. If you hate it, then do fresh fruit, and you'll like that better. But yeah, that's like a little dessert in a glass. That's super yummy. Okay, so on to weird booze questions. I have a repeat customer, my friend Anna, who's awesome, and she asks about Chartreuse. She said, "What is it? What do you do with it?" So I have never made a drink with chartreuse. So I looked it up. I know what it is. I've seen it. I've never ever used it. And so there's a little bit of like fun trivia on chartreuse. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to make a drink with chartreuse, it looks like you really, really need to like herbal flavors. I am not an herbal fan, and I've tried to be, because I know it's the hip thing with the kids these days, but it is really not my thing. I don't like things to taste like, like medicine, or it's just not, I don't like Robitussin. So here we go. Chartreuse. It is the only liquor that has a color named after it. So I think you know that. Chartreuse is that really pretty green. So there's two kinds. There's yellow and green chartreuse. And it comes from France, and the French monks have made it the way that they were told to. There's like a list from 1605 of 130 plants and flowers that they have to put in with alcohol and sugar and ferment it. And it's like a secret list, I think. I don't think it's like available for people. And then it's done in a traditional liqueur bottle that they do. It's 110 proof, so it's strong. It tastes like 130 plants and flowers, if you like eating your garden. And that's that. So it's just super herbal. The drinks that they list, they have beautiful names, and they just, I don't know. There's one that's bourbon, chartreuse, vermouth. There's a lot of gin and chartreuse with soda water. So you can mix it. I would say probably your best bet is to mix it with gin, because gin has at least a little bit of that citrusy sweetness to it to mix with the chartreuse. But you're just going to have to really like herbal stuff to enjoy this drink. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, and there's a cool ritual, because chartreuse, being a good, solid, pretentious, weird little French liqueur, has fan clubs, and these people who drink it have rituals, and the ritual is called passing the torch. So it's 110 proof booze. It's strong. Like your vodka that you used today, that was 80 proof, right? So 80 proof means 40% alcohol. 60 proof means 30. So that means that these are basically 55% alcohol, more than half alcohol. So it's going to burn. It's going to literally burn on your finger. So what you do is everybody pours a shot of chartreuse. So if you have chartreuse, you apparently have to do this. Everybody gets a shot. The first person sticks their finger in the shot, just the tip, and takes it out and lights it. I know, right? And so you light your finger, and then the next person's already put their finger in their shot. This is everything I'm saying is like what we should not be doing right now. Like, don't put your finger in food or drinks and then pass to other people, because we are socially isolating, and we should probably be isolating our fingers from, that kind of situation. But you burn it, you stick it on your friend's finger, who then gets their finger lit, and they go around the circle. It's called passing the torch. It sounds cool. It's probably dangerous as hell, so don't do it at home. Don't do it. But yeah, and then, don't forget to blow out your finger, because that's going to hurt at some point. But that's their little ritual. So that's chartreuse, Anna. It's kind of weird and cool. Please don't light your finger. I just feel like you're going to now. Don't burn anything down. I told you not to. So that's that. I'm going to drink my mules. I have 2 mules. And you guys can drink whatever you want tonight. Make a mule soon, because you'll still like it. If you've forgotten about it over the past couple of years, you will still love it. It's still as tasty as you thought. And use Hershey's strawberry syrup in it, because why not? It's good. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.